Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to an amazing interview brought to you by the Justus eSports Recap. I'm Taylor Noble, or Reflections_II on that Twitterverse. Sitting next to me, or really wherever the heck he lives, is Mike G, or Just_BLfire on that Twitterverse. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm doing really good. I had an amazing cast today, and I know you did some league play today, which went really well. But first, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, tell the viewers who you are and what you're all about.
I'm BLfire. I guess I was known from pretty much Black Ops 2. I placed professional. I got 4th, and then I was known to place top 4 every. I placed pretty well every event in Black Ops 2, so I'm pretty much known from that.
Yes, in Black Ops 2. Actually used to be on Blast Radius and then Curse New York as well. So you actually have a lot of LAN experience as well as online experience until now you found your home currently, which is Team Justus, which is amazing. But the first question, I mean, we got to start it off. It actually comes from a guy you probably know, MLG Ron. And Ron just wanted to ask, first off, can you say your full name properly?
In like a Russian accent?
Just do it, man. Just do it in your home accent, man.
With the Russian accent. Okay. My name is Mikhail Glushanok Olegovich. That's my middle name, Olegovich.
Yo, that is epic. Okay, and not only can you speak Russian, you're also the tallest guy. I swear, every time I fly into an event, I can already see you before I land. You're like 6'3". But anyways, let's get on to the serious stuff. Justus, man, how are you liking it so far? You're on Team Justus. You found a new home and everything, and you actually just recently attended UGC Niagara, where you placed between 16 and 13. And overall, I think it was a good event because you were pretty much a throw-together team, pretty much a pickup team going into it. But of course, you had some chemistry. But overall, how are you feeling about the team?
Oh, right now I feel amazing with this team. Like we've had like our arguments because we've been losing. We're not doing so well in the league. But we had our we talked about everything, and recently we've been like winning our league matches. We got pretty far in the 5K yesterday, and we put up a pretty good fight in the league matches today. I'm playing with Twiz, a former teammate I had on Curse back in Black Ops 2. I've teamed with them for I'd say over a year now. Like I've been with them like throughout almost everything in my career. And I have Sin and Dow. I team with Dow in Modern Warfare 3, and he's been a good player. He's always been a solid, consistent player. I love teaming with that guy. And Sin is the new player that I've recently started teaming with on Justus, and he's been like really surprising me. He's been a really good player lately.
Right. And you guys obviously have some chemistry. And I just find it so fascinating how, like, all the professional players, like, you know, they may have teamed back in, like, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, but they eventually end up teaming up again. It's like, it's pretty cool how all the players recycle each other and just come through and everything. But ultimately, that's really good. And you guys actually played a really well-known team today, EG, who used to be the former Complexity, and you guys went toe-to-toe with them and almost beat them.
Yeah, we won the first map by, like, I'd say over 20 points on Strike Zone Dom, but the next map, S&D, it was just like, we went up 2-0 and they pretty much like ran us through, and then the blitz was like 7-7, and then they came down the last minute, they beat us, and then the Dom was like a 2-point game. Right. So it sucks losing like that, but I'm like happy to see us really improving and being toe-to-toe with a team like that. Yeah, it's really good because EG's just been dominating. I think, by the way, what's your opinion on Complexity being picked up by Evil Geniuses for an apparent $70,000? That's an amazing opportunity, because that's phenomenal. Like everyone wants to be on EG. That's the org that has like the best teams on every like console, like PC, on everything. They have the best teams on almost every platform. Like that's where you want to be. I'm happy for them. Yeah, because I think the only team that really was even introduced or even rumored to be picked up by EG in the past was Team Impact. For a short period of time, they were at least rumored to be picked up by them, or going to be picked up by them. Of course, they eventually went to Team Epsilon, but it's a huge opportunity for Complexity overall. But moving on to the next question, this actually comes from TKDN_Maverick on the Twitterverse. His question is, what is your side about the pro points and also the qualifying for the X Games? Because the X Games is a good opportunity, but unfortunately not everybody could qualify for it. The pro point system is flawed, and like for a tournament like X Games, like, like that's like a huge opportunity. Like you have to televise to win a gold medal. Yeah, like that's a crazy opportunity. But the pro point system, like MLG's been working on it. Like I understand, like you could just buy pro points and enter tournaments all the time, which like it sucks, but like we have nothing else right now. We just have to like play out with the MLG throughout the years and hopefully work on it, make it better so it's more fair for everyone. But for now, that's still flawed a little. I don't agree with it.
Yeah, I don't agree with the pro points per se, but however, for esports to be moving, especially Call of Duty to be moving into the X Games, I think this is a huge opportunity for people to win a gold medal in Call of Duty is something that I thought was really unheard of. I mean, what's next? The Olympics? I mean, we don't know at this point because Call of Duty is moving so far forward, and I think it's a really good opportunity, and I wish you guys were there. But, this brings me to another point that I'm actually really passionate about. As we know, MLG Anaheim is going to be broken up between professionals who are playing in the season and then those who are amateurs or considered amateurs. For example, even Team Justus is considered amateur, VVV, and a lot of other great teams. Even Optic Nation is considered in the amateur bracket. And I find this so fascinating because there's only like 10, 11 teams, maybe even 12 teams, I think, playing in the pro bracket at Anaheim, correct? Around there's like 8 pros from America and then 2 Europeans. And then you have the amateur bracket, which is literally everyone else, which means like teams like Justus, teams like VVV, teams like Optic Nation have to fight their way forward to try and make their way up the bracket, to win. But not only that, they're playing for less amount of money. And of course, I know you guys don't play for the money, you play for the competitiveness. But how do you feel about that, the separation between professionals and amateurs?
That's the first time that's ever happened in MLG, but like personally, I feel like it shouldn't be decided by a league. Like, there's a lot of fluky things that could happen online. Like, someone could disconnect, have like internet issues, or like have like team houses, for instance. Like, team houses are huge. Like, you need a team house to even like compete with some teams on this like league. But like this league, I feel like it's like too difficult for AMs to like come in.
Right.
It's not like they could play out through open and then come back into champ and then play like these pro teams out and hopefully like get further. That's just. You have to win in like open and then hopefully get in the next season for next MLG event. But it's tough for AMs, I guess, to come out. But it's something like we're gonna have to deal with. Like we can't say anything about it. We just have to play through it and deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's something that it may work out in the end. Who knows? MLG, obviously, they got some great minds behind them like Fwiz and Puckett, but maybe they're trying something new, and I guess they are. But the only thing that frustrates me, really, and I think it's the pivotal moment really was at UGC when XGen, who is now Orbit Pro, they were playing Complexity, and they beat Complexity. And at that moment, it was just such a fantastic moment to see because of the upset overall, right? And by the way, it's rumored that there was over 69,000 concurrent viewers watching that match, by the way, which is one of the largest numbers that I've heard so far for an amateur versus a professional. I think people like that because the amateurs come out of nowhere and then they play these top professional teams who everyone love and view all the time. They're always in a spotlight, and then they beat them, and I think that's what allows for such a fantastic story. And I think the separation between amateurs and professionals really is not the way to go, in my opinion. I just think it's not really a sport. It's more showmanship, overall. It's more about the views. But then again, like I said, MLG, they're doing a lot of great things, and hopefully it's all going to work out for the best. Moving on to the next question, and it comes from Mr. Malakri on Twitter, and the question is, how does your family view esports, and how did you come across esports, as in like competing?
That's a funny question. My mom at first didn't like support me.
Of course.
She would be so against me playing and staying up. Like, even when I first got my Xbox, I always play Halo. She would be so against that. Right. And then I remember I told her I wanted to go to like a LAN and like you had to like pay to like enter it and all this stuff, and she was so against like driving me there and like making me compete and stuff. So I ended up going by myself. Like, I don't know, I somehow convinced her and got a ride there and ended up playing, and I ended up playing like in Modern Warfare 3 against like top professional players, and also in Black Ops 1. I remember I played against Skunk, Bobby, and Assassin and Regrets, like some of the best pros in finals. And I was just like a nobody, and I remember playing Spacely and Embos like as M's, and I'd beat them and I'd get to finals to play them, and I would like rewatch the broadcast and stuff to get myself better. But my mom was against it, and then I started winning and like showing her that like I could make something out of it. And then she started to support me like with it. She saw that I was placing, making money. So she wasn't against it anymore. She pretty much let me do my thing with gaming. So that was that.
Yeah, I'm still struggling with my family being being an amateur podcaster. They get so frustrated that I'm sitting here casting, and it's, I can understand the struggle, and I know a lot of others understand that struggle as well. And it's really inspiring to see just people can break through the family struggle and everything like that, and just come through on the other side. It's really, really big honestly.
Yeah.
But, you know, I got to be asking you another question. And first off, you know, and I think this is a big question. You know, obviously with every Call of Duty, we move on to different game modes and things like that. But, you know, and I guess that's really... It's most noted, obviously, when Hardpoint was in Black Ops 2 and then not here in Ghost. I think that caused a lot of uproar. But moving into the next Call of Duty game, what 3 game modes would you like to see? And this is coming from VHawks on Twitter.
Oh, I would definitely love to see Capture the Flag. I missed that game mode. That was my best game mode.
Oh, yeah.
It was taken away from me. I'm like, I don't even know about Ghost, but like that was my favorite game mode.
Right.
Like I played that since Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. Like that definitely has to be in there. I liked Hardpoint a lot.
Yeah.
Like that. Like even viewership wise, like people would like to.
Oh, it's awesome.
Like that brings you a lot of action. Like that's a really good mode to watch. And then probably like Search and Destroy or something. Like something along the lines, but Search and Destroy pretty much like determined things. I'd have those 3 modes again.
Right.
That was hands down the best modes like I've ever had.
I loved them when you can capture the flag. Allowed for the most clutchest moments that you could possibly watch. I absolutely loved watching Capture the Flag, and really the biggest moment for me casting Capture the Flag was at UMG Atlanta. And were you weren't at UMG Atlanta 2013, were you?
Atlanta? What game was that? Black Ops?
That was Black Ops 2.
I don't think so. I
don't know. You may have been watching a stream. You've probably seen it online. But I was casting with Golden Boy, and it was when Nifty made the clutchest play. He was on Team Conquer. They were playing Team Envy, and he captured the flag.
I saw that.
Yeah, within the last 3 seconds, it was the biggest moment. But that can't happen in really any other game mode that we have now currently, other than capture the flag. It's so big, and then Hardpoint just rotating on those points and just coming down to mere points. It was, and the invincible tree on raid. Come on, it was just the most awesome stuff to watch. So hopefully they'll include that in the next Call of Duty, because I really want to see that implemented. But you know, going into MLG Anaheim, which is not too long away, and of course UMG Dallas was announced, so that's going to be coming, and some other 10K tournaments coming up as well. Going into MLG Anaheim, you played with your team at UGC. You've been playing some league matches. First off, going into MLG Anaheim, what do you feel that your team needs to do in order to come out on top?
Well, right now we're trying to play out through this league. We started off like 1-12 or something, but recently we started winning league matches.
Right.
I'd say recently, the past 2 days after UGC, we got 3 more wins, which is a big difference from 1-12 to 4-15 or something now. I don't even know. But that's a big difference now. That's my main focus right now, to hopefully play out of this league. There's still like 20 more matches, I'd say, we can still play and come out. Yeah, there's a lot more matches still. So it's still possible for us to come out into the pro bracket. But I'm really like, if that doesn't happen, we'll just have to play with all the other teams in open bracket. Hopefully, like, come out on top and just qualify for Season 3. That's going to be that. That's
the biggest point, qualifying for Season 3. I think, you know, the money and winning the tournament is fine, but I think everybody just really wants to qualify for Season 3, just because, you know, the X Games coming out, MLG's moving on and moving forward. I just think there's a lot more opportunities coming out, and I really would like to see Justus there. What team, if you had to say any team, and I know players hate to say that they're intimidated by some teams, so they don't, you know, they don't want to play certain teams, but what team is the team that you do not want to go against in MLG Anaheim, or the team that you're not looking forward to?
To be honest, like, this would be a surprise, but I would not like to play FaZe Red.
Really?
We haven't. Okay. Every time I've been playing FaZe Red, even in online, like, we beat TK in the 5K yesterday. Orbit, the team with Stun, that beat Complexity. We beat everyone else, and I always run into TK. I mean, not TK. FaZe Red. I run into them even at Niagara. That was our first match of the day, and I somehow like lose to them all the time, and I don't know what it is. In Black Ops 2, I'd always play replays in them. I'd always end up winning against them, and now it's like a different game, and I just like, I could beat other teams. It's just I end up running into them, and I just come short every time. So it's unfortunate for me. That's like the team I'm scared for. That's really,
you know, that's your kryptonite. I never thought that you would say FaZe Red. Obviously, when you think of like intimidating team, you would think EG or, you know, a TK.
I would look forward to playing TK or EG rather. We've been beating TK. We beat him today in the league match and yesterday in the fight.
Got their number down.
FaZe Red, I don't know. There's just something, the way they play counters us, but TK can beat them. I don't know. It's just the COD right now.
Man, that's I think that comes to a surprise to a lot of people out there watching this. I would say FaZe Red, honestly, like you wouldn't think like Justus. I don't know, but that's pretty interesting to see, and I would love to see a show match like that become between you two, and I would love to commentate over that. Just to be like, yo, BLfire was calling it out. He doesn't like you guys, but it's going to be a good matchup. I'd like to see that. You know, next question that we got to go into. First off, you know, this actually comes as a confusion to a lot of people, and it comes to a confusion as to me from a while back whenever I was commentating you over Rivalcaster back when you were on Curse. I don't know if you remember that, but you came in and your name is BLfire, BlindFire, Fire. What is your name? Oh, okay. Well,
originally, I just like, okay, I was first, I got my Xbox and I was trying to come up with a gamer tag, right? And I tried to put in BlueFire, right?
Okay.
That didn't work because like all the original gamer tags like blue or all those just fire, those are all taken. So I just like shortened it like in a little thing, and then everyone just assumed I'm BlindFire, and then like even the casters like Golden Boy would always call me that. So I was just like, okay,
I just call you BlindFire.
Yeah, I could, like I grew on me. I use BlindFire now because it's just something that grew on me. I'm like used to that.
I think BlindFire is like the coolest name in the world, honestly.
Yeah, I like that name too. It's really like,
and you didn't even choose it.
Yeah,
it's so epic, man. I like that.
It just happened to be it.
All right, so other than Call of Duty, just a fun question to throw out there. Other than Call of Duty, what has to be your favorite game?
Other than Call of Duty.
Other than Call of Duty.
I really like. I'm playing Diablo 3 a lot, like a lot. Like Diablo 3 is my game right now. I play it with Karma all the time when we're not playing COD. Like me, Astro, Karma, or like Maven or something. We're all playing COD all the time. I mean Diablo all the time when we're not on that game. That's the game right now. I don't know.
Diablo 3. You know, I'm taking a financial accounting class right now, and there's this one guy in my class that is obsessed, and I'm talking obsessed with Diablo 3. That is all he plays all day, every day.
It's really addictive.
You know, I've never played it. I've never downloaded it, played it, tried it. I've never even watched it, but there's so many people playing it, and I think Diablo 3 was just really, I guess, a remake of a masterpiece. I don't know. I guess it was one of those games that were really good overall. But anyways, man, it's been great interviewing and everything. But let me know, just like, where can they follow you? Where can your peeps follow you? Where can they see you at? And also just any last thoughts about what's going on with you and Team Justus.
Okay.
And Team House, by the way. I want to know about a Team House, if there's a Team House.
Okay. Let's start with the Team House. First of all, we've been talking about this Team House after Niagara. We were supposed to move into it toward the end of May, which is like, it's still early May kind of. We could still move in end of May like soon.
That would be epic.
Or like within the next month. That's what we're hoping for. We just have to like keep winning and improving to prove like that we could go in a Team House together as a team. We can't just go there and like not do anything. So that's that. And then if you guys want to follow me on Twitter or like anything, my Twitter is @just_BLfire, I think. @just_BLfire. @just_BLfire. Thank you. That's what it is.
You know, it's always good, man, whenever you have someone to back you up, whenever I know your Twitter, but you yourself don't.
Yeah, that's a little embarrassing for me.
Nah, it's just_BLfire, guys. Go ahead and give him a follow on that Twitterverse. And make sure to follow, guys, all the links to the right-hand side, Justus_Pro, to keep up with all the Justus activity. There's a lot of great things coming from this team, and I'm really, really feeling that these guys are going to go far, and especially if they stick together as a team. And as the chemistry develops, you guys are going to go even further. You know, you said you were struggling in league play at the beginning, but now you're starting to win matches, and I think over time it's just going to keep getting better and better and better. But thank you once again for coming on, Mike.
Yeah, thank you for sure. If you could have me anytime, like I'm always down to do these interviews with you.
I appreciate that, man. Seriously, I do it. I know the Justus people do as well, guys. But thank you so much for coming out to the first interview for the Justus Esports Recap. You guys can leave comments and make sure to follow the channel as well. Subscribe to the channel to keep up with all the action, guys. I'm Taylor Noble, Reflections_II. Until next time, guys. I'll see you later.